Were you looking forward to the new Avatar movie, The Way of Water, coming up in December, and then hoping to refresh your memory of the original by rewatching it on Disney Plus from the comfort of your own home? Well, that's too bad, because it was quietly dropped from the streaming service without even a warning. Keep watching our video to find out everything we know about what happened and why it was dropped. But wasn't the movie doing well? Even after over a decade since it was first released, Avatar is still the world's highest grossing movie of all time. It was even the most expensive one to produce in its time, grossing about $2.7 billion at the box office. Only for a short time in 2019 was the film overtaken by Marvel's Avengers Endgame. The Chinese market re-release of CGI sci-fi quickly brought it back up to the top. If you account for inflation, though, nothing beats Gone with the Wind, which grossed over $3 billion. But it's still impressive how for almost 10 years, James Cameron's movies Avatar and Titanic respectively held the first and second ranks on the global box office returns. Ever since it came out, it seems to be doing well with its audiences. Young and old people equally enjoyed it. And with the hype of its sequel coming out this year, interest in the original is increasing. So why would it be removed from its streaming site? Actually, there's a solid reason for the drop. So if you haven't heard yet, let us tell you. A theatrical re-release of the original movie is about to come in September. No wonder they want to help promote that. The producer of the movie, along with 20th Century Studios, decided to bring the movies back to the cinemas for its fans, so they could rewatch it in a theatrical experience before its highly anticipated sequel debuts. The entire idea is to give the audience, especially those who didn't get to see it the way it was meant to be watched, in high resolution, on the big screen, a special revisit to the world of Pandora and to meet the Na'vi again. So if the movie were still available for viewers to watch on Disney Plus, people would just start watching it in a boring old way on their couches, on their phones, or TV screens. And that's not okay. Not only would it lead to a decline in cinema viewership, but watching Avatar should be an experience on its own. And if you get the opportunity to watch it in all its glory in the theaters, you should do it. They did you a favor here. Trust us. It's a much more surreal way to watch Cameron's technical genius. In April, Disney announced that the fan-favorite movie would be remastered and released in domestic theaters on September 23rd. There are rumors that the new version will replace the original on Disney Plus when it leaves theaters. We'll have to wait and see. But this could also be a huge coincidence. Yes, there's always a chance that the drop from the House of Mouse has little to nothing to do with the reasons we just talked about. This is because, if we look into the past, we'll see that this is most certainly not the first time a 20th century production has left the streamer. A lot of times, Disney is required to pull certain films made by 20th Century from its streaming platform in the United States. This is because there are other contractual obligations to competing streaming services that call dibs on them. But it's interesting to note that Avatar wasn't only removed from the platform in the States, it was taken out worldwide. That's more than a little meaningful, given how well it's been doing on Disney+. While more recent films like Lightyear and Encanto are dominating the platform's streaming charts in the United States in recent weeks, it's worthy to note that Avatar is ranked in the top 10 streamed movies in countries outside the States for over 100 days this year alone. And in some countries, it was even on the list as recently as this month. Also, it seems there's reason to worry about money. Disney may believe there are numerous compelling reasons to pinch out as much money as possible from Avatar. In a December interview, director Cameron expressed concern that his sequels would be financially unsuccessful. He said that big, expensive films should really make a lot of money. Also, since we now live in a post-COVID, post-streaming world, it's quite possible that those crazy box office figures may never be seen again. Who can say? It's all a game of chance. The director is kind of right to be worried. Avatar was released in December 2009, way before Disney got the rights to it, and by the end of January, it had made more than $2 billion. But, as he points out, we no longer live in the same world that we did back then. While theaters appear to be recovering, there is still COVID-19 and now monkeypox to be concerned about. All the while, The Way of Water will face far more competition than its forerunner. Not only are there more big-budget genre movies in the market with stunning visual effects available, but subscribers to any number of streaming platforms can watch movies and television series, some of which were never even intended for movie screens, with incredible visual effects without having to pay higher prices for tickets, gas, and snacks. Even if the upcoming sequel earns the same amount as Avatar, what about the next 3 films after that? And given the amount of money spent on each, can they break even if they don't hit the charts? Now on to more details of the sequel. The talented director has been working on the sequels for more than a decade and shot the upcoming one and the third installment at the same time. After the release of the currently untitled third Avatar movie, the filmmaker has indicated his intention to walk away from the franchise and let it expand in the hands of others. He previously said that these films are completely engrossing and that he's also working on some other projects that are very exciting. He thinks eventually, perhaps after 3 or 4 years, he would want to pass the baton to a director that he trusts to take over so he can do some other things that interest him. Or maybe not. It's all up in the air right now, but let's hope for the best. We're in for a real treat because the next movie will see the return of our favorite actors from the last one. Expect to see Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, and Stephen Lang play Jake Sully, Neytiri, and Colonel Quaritch, respectively. It'll be a real blast from the past. The Way of Water will also reintroduce Sigourney Weaver as a new Na'vi character after the death of Dr. Grace Augustine at the end of the first film. Isn't that cool? The film picks up more than a decade later, following Sully and Neytiri's hopefully lovely new family on Pandora. What's more is that it even made an actor cry. Okay, It's safe to assume it'll be a real tearjerker. We're ready to be an emotional mess. Even though further details are scarce, Saldana previously hinted at an emotional journey for audiences by disclosing that the film made her cry. She described it as powerful and compelling. She got choked up just talking about it. She was only able to watch 20 minutes of the second installment last year, right before the year ended, and it made her speechless. She broke down in tears. We cannot wait, but we'll have to, at least until December 16th, when it'll be released in cinemas. Now, in other related news, we hope you like the video so far. Keep watching if you want more updates on Disney Plus related news. Okay, so the We Are Legends Disney trailer was just released. So just ahead of Disney Plus Day, which is happening on Thursday, September 8th this year, Disney has unveiled a new video showcasing all of the most wonderful films available on the streamer that feature our favorite Disney princesses, such as Moana and Cinderella. So, what is this Princess Week all about anyway? Disney will celebrate World Princess Week as part of the Ultimate Princess Celebration. This is a global extravaganza from all over the Mickey Mouse Company that features the influence of the famous fictional princesses and the courage and compassion they inspire in fans worldwide. Sounds pretty cool to us. It's no secret that these characters have played a part in shaping us and a whole new young generation after us too. Also, there's a bonus princess added to the list. Very recently, it was revealed that the Commandrin warrior Raya was crowned as a Disney princess. You must remember her from the movie Raya and the Last Dragon. Isn't that sweet? All inspirational characters deserve to be treated as royalty. That's a wrap for this video. How excited are you to watch the new Avatar sequel? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.